I know things are getting tougher when you can't get the top off the bottom of the barrel. Wide open, roar my future now. It's looking fucking new.
Hey everyone, it's Ivan with KitBadger.com, here to bring you another quarterly box of awesome. If you're unfamiliar with the box of awesome, it's a way for me to give back to you guys that support me so much through Patreon. Greatly appreciate your support. It's a way for me to say thank you, as well as pass on some pretty cool gear that I've either used or accrued throughout the last quarter. So here it is. What do I have for you this quarter? Admittedly, there are a few things that are size dependent. So with that, first one being this guy right here, which is the Outdoor Research Floodlight Down Jacket. I've reviewed it before. It is pretty nice and cozy, down jacket. And in addition to that, it is waterproof. Pretty cool, but size-wise, it is medium. It fits me good. I'm about 6 foot, 175 pounds. And I even washed it, so it is clean until I lay it down on the ground right now. And added bonus, you know it's legit, because there's definitely a little bit of overspray from when I was filming the How to Paint Your Rifle Alpine Camouflage, but adds personality to it. So there's that. Also being size dependent, this right here, which is a grab bag of, I don't know how many t-shirts, all of which are unworn and clean, but they're all also size medium. We have that going on. Again, size-wise, this one, well, actually this is size 38. This is a triplet of stuff. So there's this belt right here by Crossbreed Holsters. I have not reviewed it, and right now I'm not going to, in part because I have a ton of stuff that I need to get through. But over at the Gun Collective, John Patton was kind enough to kick this stuff down. Crossbreed belt, size 38, as well as this holster for a Glock, and this magazine holder for a Glock. So again, all three of these guys right here. This, of course, fitting pretty much any 9 or 40 Glock. It will not fit like any of the 45 or 10 millimeter. So we also have that. A couple things that are universally sized have some hats. First one being this Ops Core, which is Velcro backed. In addition to that, Walther, again, Velcro backed, none of which have been worn. And lastly, this one right here from Collis Shooting. Again, never worn, still in the package. Past the hats, how about some hearing protection? These guys right here, again, never worn. MPOW, I guess it would be. This apparently have a rating of 28 decibels, which is pretty significant. They're over-ear hearing protection, which, if nothing else, pretty awesome to have just in your range bag, especially if you're bringing other people to the range, rather than like, here's these foam plugs, I've only used them 7 times, there's like earwax all over them. So there's these also. Also this quarter, I have some kind of cool little stuff, like these guys right here from Slate Black Industries, which are the Slate grips. These are the M-LOK ones, both the 3-slot or 3 slot, as well as 2-slot in flat dark earth. Pretty rad. Basically give a little bit of texture. I have another set or a couple sets of them. I'm actually working on a review of them so far. I think they're pretty cool. Got those guys. And also something that you might be able to find on eBay now from the people that attended, but this special patch from the 2019 NRA discussion panel, I forget what they call it. Basically, each year TGC started putting on really awesome panel of a bunch of different content creators at the NRA annual meeting. And consequently, there's this awesome patch, Disciples of Freedom, and with it, Guntrepreneur keychain. Pretty cool stuff. If you weren't able to make it, you can actually get it here. Next up, I have a couple items that I've previously reviewed, one of which is this, which is the ProTac 1L 1AA. It is their kind of everyday carry light. It's dual fuel, so you can either use it with a AA battery or a CR123 battery. Pretty good little flashlight. Also, I have this holster by Hidden Hybrid Holsters. It is leather backed, Kydex front, has a nice claw to help push it back into you. It fits pretty much any 9 or 40 Glock. Pretty handy little holster. Also something that Blue Force Gear has made at different times and different runs is one of these guys. If you're not familiar with it, it is their medic sling. So it is like their Vickers sling in that you have this adjustment going back and forth. Difference being you actually have 2 of them. What this allows is you to really cinch your rifle down. So most slings you can actually adjust down to where it's snug, and then when you loosen it up, you have kind of just enough room to kind of manipulate it. This, you can have a lot of flexibility as far as how much you want to be able to adjust your rifle with this. So you can really snug it down close to your body if need be with those 2 different adjustment tabs. And lastly, bringing it home, last 2 items for this quarter's Box of Awesome. Pretty cool stuff. Again, sorry, size dependent. I have these guys right here, which are Overlord gloves by Outdoor Research, size medium. So if Outdoor Research medium gloves fit you, these will fit you. They are actually reviewed the Overlord shorts before. These are just longer. Nomex, Kevlar stitching, all that, fire resistant. Pretty amazing gloves. Retails something crazy too, like $175. Bought them a while ago. I don't use them, passing them on. And lastly, again, size dependent, apologize, but probably about 32 to about 35 inch waist. If that's you, I have this guy right here, which is the Snake Eater Tactical War Belt set. Has the inner belt, Velcro, and then your Velcro pad, your outer belt right here with your Cobra buckle. And on top of that, 2 of the Burrow pistol pouches, 2 of the Burrow rifle pouches, and the dump pouch. This stuff is awesome, and you're like, I haven't seen the review yet. Well, I filmed the review, I haven't got it posted. Hopefully it should be up soon, but yeah, spoiler, the stuff's awesome. Wore it in the last 3 tactical games. Did really good for me, didn't move or anything like that. Again, it is size dependent, probably right there between 32, 35 inch waist, but there's this too. How do you get your hands on the awesome stuff, right? All right, set up pretty much the same way it was last time in that every month you've been a Patreon supporter, you get a point, and you can use these points to bid on these different items. So if you go to my Patreon page, there's gonna be a little chart. You're gonna find your name on there, however many points you have, which equates to the time, months that you've supported me through Patreon, minus whatever points you happen to have spent on last month's Box of Awesome. So you know how many points you have now. There's gonna be a link. You click the link, it's gonna take you to a Google form. Thank you, Danny, for the suggestion. Makes it easier for all of you. On that form, you put in your email address, you scroll down, you see all the different items. You say, hey, I would like that. I'm gonna bid 3 points on that. I kinda want this too. I'm gonna throw 1 point at it. All right, there's hypothetically the 4 points I had. Then come about 2.5 weeks, probably May 24th, I will at that point look through all of them, figure out who bid the highest for all the different items, and announce the winners of all the different items and get that stuff shipped out to you. If for whatever reason there's a tie between 2 items, i.e. everyone bid 1 point for one thing, ultimately it's gonna go to whoever's been the Patreon supporter the longest, but that's how it works out. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, reach out. If you have any questions, I will try and answer them. But this is a way for me to give back to you guys that help me so much. I really appreciate all your guys' support through Patreon. Helps me get out here and create more content for you guys. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.